good day, my wonderful viewers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Temitayo Obikeye. You can call me Timmy, as in Temmey. I'm a Nigerian-based tailor, and welcome to my channel. So I created this channel to simplify cutting, sewing, drafting for beginners and those that are willing to self-teach themselves in this line of creativity. Also some DIY tips and tricks with a little bit of my language, Yoruba. I promise you will get stuck to this channel forever. So please, if tailoring is your hobby or business, or you're trying to transit from freehand to pattern drafting, please subscribe, like, and share my videos, and also turn on your notification bell to get notified anytime I upload new videos. Welcome to my channel, and today's video is all about tools you need to transit into pattern drafting. But some don't know the tools they need. They just watch video and say, okay, this person is using this, and okay, let me get it. This person is using this, let me get it. They don't really know what they ought to have. And that is why I'm creating a solution to that problem, drafting. If you want to self-teach yourself, just make sure you have all these tools by teaching yourself at home without even learning under anybody. And if you now want to take advanced courses, then you cannot take online and advanced courses. So now let's dive into this business. Number one tool that I know that's very, very, very important in pattern drafting is your paper, your drafting paper. This is your drafting paper here. It's very, very important. It comes in white and it comes in brown. I'm sorry, I'm showing you the scrap that I have. I don't really have I've used up my brown paper, but this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like, and they come in. You can see that the brown, I think the brown is a little bit longer than, can you see? It's a little bit longer than the white. The the length of this white is actually 36 inches, while the breadth is 25 inches. So if you want to draft a small gown on this, or two bodies, the front and back, you can actually draft it on one piece. But it's not expensive. If you need any, just go to a tailor shop nearby and where they sell materials in the market. Just tell them you need a brown paper or pattern paper. You can ask them if they have the white or if they have the brown. But in some cases, I prefer the white because, when you are trying to draft on your paper and you use pen, marker, pencil, it shows clearly on this white. And also this brown is more, I think, is more thicker than this white one. When you draft, you have to be very, very careful on this white because it tears easily. I don't know, it tears easily. So when you get to the market, I think 6 is 500 naira and dozen is 1,000 naira, and in some cases you see them for 1 2, but nothing more than 1 2. You can see that it's cheap. And what the importance of this is, you can easily, when you're doing your splash and spread method, you can do it on this. You can do it on your paper. When you draft on your paper, you don't waste material. You don't waste your fabric. You already draft whatever you want on your paper. You just transfer it to the fabric. So it helps you to minimize the wastage of fabric. Important is our tape roll. I call it tape measure, but I've seen most people call it tape roll. Mine is measured in inches, and mine gets to 60 inches. There are some that are above 60. I've seen 100. I've seen 120. Like that. So in this channel, note that everything we are going to be doing is going to be in inches. It's going to be in inches, not in centimeters. It's going to be in inches. So the inches is this bigger one that is here. And I think in my next class, in our next video, I'm going to teach us on how to read tape measure, because I've noticed that so many people are battling with fitting, and if you don't know how to read your tape measure when you are measuring, fitting becomes so difficult for you. Because tools that I know that you need are your cuffs. This is called hammer cuff. This place is your hammer cuff. While this, you can use it to when you are drafting and you need to draft your neckline, to construct your necklines, your hip curve, any other thing that you know is curvy. When you are drafting, you will need these two. And bet it with me, there are other cuffs that you will need that people use when they are drafting pattern. But if you have these two, just these two alone, you will go a long way in your pattern drafting. They are very, very, very important, like very, very essential for you. And the next thing, and so the price. I think this comes in sets. It still has some two other smaller sets. I think I bought the set for 850. One I think one is 1.5. One is 1.5. And when I started my pattern drafting like 2 years ago, I was only using this. I was only using this, and it was very, very useful. You can see that it's breaking. I only used it. It was of free scent. I think earlier this year that I got this set because it makes my hand more curve, more defined. You can see that this curve is too sharp, and this is okay. So the next pattern drafting tool you need are your rulers, your meter rules, your ruler. I have this, and I have this. So this is a wooden one. When I first transited to pattern drafting, I bought this. It was cheap then. I think I got it less than 500 naira. 500 naira. It was very, very cheap, and it's very, very useful if you want to draft something that is you can just place it on your pattern paper like this and rule. It's okay. I got this for free cent because I don't know. I just feel let me just get this because they're serving the same purpose anyways. Then this, in some cases, you don't need something as long as all this, so you'd want to use this. And I have this, and this I've been using since I don't know. It's been a long time. I've been using this. You can see that it's already chopping off. It's chopping off. So anyone you want to buy, like you don't necessarily need this too. You don't necessarily need to. If you think you like this, go for this. It's not expensive. I think this is also 1,000 naira 500. So you can get that. So the next thing that is very, very important is when as a freehander, whenever you want to draft on your fabric, you need chalk to draft. You need tailor's chalk. But on pattern drafting, on paper, we don't use chalk. We use marker. These are the markers. We use marker, we use our pen, we use our pencil and our eraser. So these are the things we use. You can see now. Let me just do some example for you. See this. It's showing very well. My marker is showing. Look at chalk. And this chalk can easily clean it off. Can you see? So and we have different colors: green, blue, black, red. My pen, as you know, sometimes you need to take notes on your pattern paper. Sometimes maybe the neck depth and width that you use is 3 by 3, and your sewing allowance is maybe 2 inches. Sometimes you just want to scribble them, like you just want to jot them down on that your pattern paper somewhere very close, and you just mark them so that you not forget some calculations when you are sewing. So and you need your eraser because the first thing you use is this, so that you will not make mistakes. It's when you are sure that you now use this. So as a beginner, you need your pencil to first do whatever you want to do, and you can easily use your eraser to clean it. Sometimes you might have drafted your neckline, or okay, I want my neck width to be 3 inches, I want my neck depth to be 4 inches, and along the line you might feel that okay, this 3 inches, I think it's going to be too small for me. You can just erase it, whatever you've drawn, erase it and reconstruct another one. So that's that. Your scissors. Note, the scissors you use to cut your fabric should not be the scissors you will use to cut your paper. Do you understand what I'm saying? Make sure you have two scissors, like one for your pattern paper and the other one for your fabric. Can you see? So I use this for my fabric while I use this for my paper. I use this for my paper. So I also use this for my paper. There are sometimes when we are working and some things just get missing, like you don't know where they hand. That is why I get this to okay. If this one disappear, at least Marielle, I'll do this. So that's that for now about that. So the next thing you'll be needing is your measurement book. There is nothing you can do without your measurement book. And I have so many measurements book. I have the one, this is not something you can just be carrying about every time. This is always at the shop. It's always at the shop. There are I have smaller ones that I use. All these jotter they give us to us when we go for parties. Those are the ones that okay, if I want to go out in case I just see someone I want to measure, I have that constant in my bag, and I later transfer it back to the main note measurement book. And note that whatever you want to draft on your pattern, you have to have first measured it on your client, and you have recorded it inside your measurement book. In another class, in a subsequent class, we'll be learning about all the places, like all you the measurement, all the things you need to measure people. Like I mean everything you need to measure on someone to get accurate fittings. That you don't need to be calling the person, oh, I've not measured this, oh, I've not measured this. I'll list everything for you and you'll be glad that you subscribe. But please, if you have watched this video so far up till now, please subscribe, like, and share my videos. Please, 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 and please. So the next thing that we are needing is this, that you will need for your pattern drafting. You are transiting or you're already there, is your pin. You need your pins. These pins are not costly at all. Like they are not expensive. This, I can't remember the amount I bought them, but I think less than 500 naira. You get all this, you get them, and you know pins are like spirits. Sometimes you have them, there will be much. Sometimes you have them, and you not just you just be like, ah, níbo ló ń gba àwọn pin yìí lọ? Níbo ló ń gbà? Like, did they walk out of your shop or did they walk out of your working studio or something? So you will need this when you are drafting too, because sometimes you need to pin two papers together. Maybe you want to draft a trouser, and the trouser is I told you the length of the of this paper. The length is 36 inches, so that's about a yard. And maybe you're drafting a trouser, and the trouser is 45 inches long or 41 inches long. You want to add paper, like the paper to each other. You can use this pin also. And yeah, the most important thing about this pin when you're drafting is when you're finished drafting everything. There are some smaller pieces that you just want to put inside everything together like this. And for you not to lose any, I'll advise to get pin. You just pin everything together, the sleeve, the everything, you pin them together so that they will not mix. Sometimes when you are drafting your trouser, you've already cut your band, cut your pocket fitting and everything. You just want to pin everything together so that they will not get lost. So this is the usefulness of this pin when drafting. So they are not expensive. They are not expensive at all. One shawarma money can buy about three packs of pins. So you also need your clip. There are sometimes that pins are stressful when the fabric, when the your paper, your drafting, your pattern paper is too thick for you. You just use pin. Now look, for example, I want to pin this together now. It's too thick for me, so it's too thick for the pin. So the thing I do is I just use this. I pin, and they are very, 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 very. When you pin them, they attach so well to your paper. Even if it is one strand of paper or two, it attaches itself so well. And I think I got this pin online. I got it with some packages, and I can't really remember, but they are not expensive too. They are not expensive too. If you want to know where I got this, you can just you can comment, you can drop your comments for me, ask me questions, and I'll let you know how I got this. And maybe when next I go to the market, I'm going to confirm all the prices of this so that I can update you about them. In Nigeria, things get expensive every now and then. So the next thing that you need for when you're transiting into when you're transiting from freehand to pattern drafting, or you're already in pattern drafting and you don't know about all these things, is a tracing wheel. This is a tracing wheel. You can see you need your tracing wheel. My wonderful viewers, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share these videos. You can drop your comments in the comment section. You can ask questions on whatever is not clear. This is a tracing wheel. You use it to transfer your whatever you drafted from one pattern to another pattern. In subsequent videos, I'll show you how to use this tracing wheel. It's very important. It's very useful for you. So the next thing we are going to talk about now is your paper tape. This paper tape, God, is so important. It's very important, you know. Like I told you earlier, your brown paper or white paper is 36 inches long, and you need, maybe you want to draft a 6 pieces skirt, a gown, and you just need to join two papers together. Just take this. Okay, this is, let's assume you want to join this to this. Just place it on it like this. Get your paper tape, and you can just cut it into pieces like this, and join it. It's very important when you want to join two papers, drafting papers together, when you are drafting your pattern. And when I join it like this, turn it to the other side, and you can see that it's very neat. It seems neater on the other side compared to the side that you joined with. The next thing that you will need is this is A4 paper. I use my A4 paper to draft, to, maybe I just want to, um I'm somewhere and the style just come to mind, or I'm even at home and I just want to do a rough sketch about some styles. And I'm not a professional sketcher, but with the knowledge of my croquis, I still get what I need. So I use my A4 paper to draft what I need. When I'm going to the market, I know, okay, this is what I want. Because sometimes the market is always very rough. You don't want to bring your phone house. Maybe you've jotted some things on your notes, the notes inside your phone, and you just like, I'll just fold this like this, put it in my jean pocket, and when I get to the shop I want to get something from, I'll just bring it out and, okay, I want to buy the face, I want to buy zipper, I want to buy boning, I want to buy my pattern paper, I want to buy this, and I see them. So this is also important. Last but not the least, that you'll be needing is your 100% concentration. You need your 100% concentration, because once you make a mistake on your pattern paper and you don't know, and you draft it, I mean, you transfer it to your fabric, oh my God, it's going to be a disaster. I think there are other things I've not mentioned, and you know that, okay, you need these tools when you're transiting from your freehand to pattern drafting. Freehand is when you draft directly on your fabric, while pattern drafting is when you draft first on the paper, then you now transfer whatever you've done. So please, if you have enjoyed my video so far, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you so much.